to the sleeping hour at the Midgic Airport.
Yeah, welcome to CHMA, broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada.
Powered by turkey dinners.
Tryptophan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Or ham. Ham can make you sleepy too.
Hamdophan. You are listening either on 106.9 in the Tantramart area or www.chmafm.com. This is Ground Control at YMC Midgic Airport. You're joining myself, Air Traffic Controller Thomas.
And me, Air Traffic Controller Luke.
Join us for the next hours. Watch the skies, listen to some tunes, chat, and we'll be done by. It's a sleepy morning.
Yeah, is this what our show would be like if it was a morning show?
I think so, yeah.
We're pre-recording this live. What day of the week is it?
It's one of these longest weekends, right? So
Right.
I think
How
we're
is it
in
extra
Saturday.
long and I feel even less rested?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yesterday
Yeah.
was
3
Friday.
days long.
That too. Yesterday we had a little bit of an ice storm,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't know if I do know, but ice storms or just very bad inclement weather with toddlers at home
Oh, yeah.
are
It's a combo.
it's a tiring combo. So we tried to, my beautiful loving wife and I tried to go to the park before the weather started.
Yeah.
The weather was weathering already.
Oh.
Yeah, so we tried to go to Bill Johnstone
Yes.
Memorial Park. It was too weathered at that
Okay.
point.
The weather was weathering too much.
Yeah, and then we went, maybe the weather hasn't weathered all quite that much out at Silver Lake yet. So let's
Maybe.
go check.
Yeah?
It was weathering even more. over at
Interesting.
So we thought, do you know where the weather will not have weathered yet? The inside of Tim Hortons. Mm-hmm. So if you were at Tim Hortons yesterday afternoon and there was a baby running around,
Yeah.
I don't apologize for anything. He made your day better.
Probably. I had such a strange experience last night.
Yeah.
I got back to my encased in ice house
Yes.
and was like, oh, I still have firewood over. I don't know why I didn't go through all my firewood this winter, but
Yeah.
I still had enough. So I was like, I'm going to make the house cozy.
Yeah.
I'm going to light a good fire on. I hadn't been there all day. And it was that damp cold, the
Yeah.
damp cold you only get when your house is enshrined in ice.
Yes.
And the whole world is glistening, but not in a happy, magical Christmas way. But it's Easter and this is winter, and it's the Maritimes kind of way.
Yeah, yeah.
So I went to open my furnace, and a bird flew out at me.
What?
Yeah,
Like how big of a bird?
I had to look it up because I know like birds to see them, but I was like, that's one of those blackbirds, but it's not a crow, and it's not like a. Yeah, so apparently it was a grackle.
A grackle.
Yeah, there was a grackle, and anyway, the grackle and we had to have an extended discussion
I bet.
about
Domicile
the very nature of nature and how, like us humans, we build the house to keep the nature on the outside of the house.
Yes.
And that I wasn't mad that the grackle was in there.
No, certainly not.
I definitely had a moment where my heartbeat was. What's an unhealthy heartbeat?
180.
Yeah, it was there.
It was there or higher.
Like when you open the furnace door and you're like, I'm going to light a fire, and, a bird flies out in your face.
Yeah.
That's the stress test they should be doing to people for heart stuff.
Yeah, that's insane, to be honest.
Because, let me tell you. And and in my discussion with the grackle, we covered it, that I'm not mad.
Yeah. Just surprised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, you've been to my house. I
Yeah.
accept guests
Of
fairly
course,
regularly.
yes.
It wasn't that.
No.
It was just, the shock of the moment.
Yeah. I'm glad that it came out
Yeah.
instead of staying in there while you put wood in there. And,
Yeah, no, I don't want to do the grackle dirty. Like
No.
I got no beef with birds.
So, do you have a new pet, or did the grackle
No,
decide to
you
leave?
see, that was the discussion around how,
Yes.
for me it was almost bedtime,
Right.
and I didn't really want the grackle staying open. And I think we've all had a house get it at some point in our lives where you're like, it's getting tired, the evening's going on.
Yeah.
And generally with human guests, I wouldn't go around and start unscrewing light bulbs to create like a single lit path
Yes.
out of the basement, up
Sure.
the stairway, 2 doors which I propped open so that the bird had
Straight
a flight
shot.
path.
Yeah.
I think humans might find that insensitive, but having explained it to the grackle what I was doing.
Yes. The grackle is fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a little something lost in translation there. Like that Dr. Doolittle, he makes
talking to birds easy.
it looks so easy.
Yeah.
It's like anything when you're looking at an expert, but then when you have to communicate it, and I realized coming down with the broom on the first thing was probably like a bird etiquette faux pas.
Yes, fair. Yeah.
Like I think that was
Shouldn't have done that one.
no, and next time it happens, I'll leave the broom alone.
Yeah, you don't want to be specious.
No, above all else, that's not what we want. So yeah. By 10 o'clock last night, Grackle and I we had a good talk. The Grackle was out back in where nature belongs.
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah.
And I was inside, and the fire was on. But
That's good.
Let me tell you, it was a whole experience.
And did you ask Frank about the grackle, like the origins of the grackle, or?
Well, the Grackle had to have come down the chimney.
Wow. Okay.
Which I do have like a cap on the top, and the gap is not very large. So when I see someone this week who's wet certified, I'm going to be like, hey,
how does a grackle?
and I think it's probably only because like this time of year I would rarely not have a fire on, but I was out and about all day, so it's like, I'm going to heat the house up for. Anyway, yeah, it was what an experience.
That is incredible, to be honest.
I feel like it's something that could be written. Like if I had the ability, you know how there's people out there who can like draw.
Yeah.
And make like a little comic strip out of it.
Yeah.
I think like the initial it's got everything. It's got all the parts of a good story.
It does. 4-panel?
Yeah. I think 4. You can get it. Maybe 5. I don't know. Some people, they are really good at telling a story in a couple panels. So.
They are. I've been looking at a lot of Michael D'Adder.
Oh, yeah.
Recently named to the Order of Canada. Mm-hmm. Been a Gold Star recipient, of course, long before that. I think he was one of our first Gold Star recipients. He does a lot of really good work in just one panel.
Yeah.
Like a lot of his are one panel. National treasure is what I would say.
Okay.
We got some weather though.
Oh, we're just, as you said
that
earlier.
was the previous weather. What do you think the upcoming weather is?
I'm going to be the weather request today.
Sure.
But I think it's time we have a little spring. Like, we don't need 20 degrees or anything, but like a few days of 15 is I don't know. I say that, but that's not going to help the people trying to produce maple syrup. It's been a really tough year for maple syrup.
Has it?
Yeah.
I don't know the conditions that maple syrup needs.
Well, you need kind of that like -5 to 10 at night, and then you need like that +5 in the day. Like you need that consistent temperature swing.
Yeah.
And we haven't really had a lot of that this spring.
No.
So sap production apparently is down, and it's so support your local maple producers. I guess we can have our +10 highs in the day.
Yeah.
It can be cool at night. No one's angry about that. So that's going to be the request. Daytime high of 8 to 12, evening of chilling enough to get the maples happy.
Yeah.
And maybe it's time we get a couple days of sunshine.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
We went to Ripley's not that long ago. If you go to Ripley's, I suggest either not bringing an 18-month-old or not bringing an 18-month-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's my contribution
to the maple conversation.
Yeah.
All right.
Go to like Donkin's, if you're, or is it Thompson's the first one?
I'm really not sure. I can't remember.
I think go to Thompson's or Donkin's.
All right.
Hey, we got some tunes. I played a band at the end of last week's show
that you have not stopped talking about since.
It's not me. It's other people keep bringing them up.
Mm-hmm.
And can you say the name for me?
Oh, was it like Angine de Poitrine?
That's exactly who and what it is.
Yes.
So they just released an EP. I think
But sir, they are not from the Brunswick. They are from La Belle Province.
That's right. They are
We've
from
dipped
Quebec,
into Quebec before.
and we're going to today. Mostly because, I don't know if I mentioned this part, that they got huge in the last couple months on the back of a performance live on KEXP. Oh. So right after our show.
Oh, look at you with the seamless transition.
7 p.m.'s right here on CHMA. We broadcast in live on KEXP, which is out of Seattle. And yeah, they had a huge performance on there and have kind of blown up all over North America. So we're just gonna ride those coat trails. And probably
coat trails?
Yep, coat trails. Not coat tails.
I like coat trails so much more.
Those coat trails. And we're gonna play some of them. So here's
Angine de Poitrine.
Hit it. sports ball. Have you heard of ABS?
Anti-lock braking system.
That's thank you. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
Yeah.
What is anti-lock braking system, by the way?
Well, it is almost exactly like it sounds. So when you're stopping a car in inclement weather,
Yes.
If the tires stop entirely, think back to when you were a young person on a bicycle. You
Yes.
lock up the rear wheel and you skid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Oh man, that's peak 8-year-old coolness.
But you don't want that in a car.
No, you actually want the tire rotating very slowly.
Yeah.
And that will stop you faster than if the tire were skidding.
Yeah.
So it pulses your brakes at a very high rate.
Yes.
To keep your tires just barely turning instead of locking up, which makes you stop faster.
It also means...
Stop faster is a strange way
Yeah.
of describing something, but...
Because typically you don't want to stop very fast. The slower the stop, the better.
Yeah, well, stopping in itself... you stop in less distance. Oh, it's measurable. It would be fewer. Anyway,
Major League Baseball has come back.
and they're using ABS pipe for bats.
That's right. No, ABS is a new system. It's the MLB Automated Ball Strike Challenge system.
Yeah, AI is taking over for the umps.
Kinda. So the umps are still there.
Mm-hmm.
They have, I think it's 12 cameras, 5 of them placed on the pitcher, 6 placed on the player, or something like that. For the strike zone. So if either the batter, the catcher, or the pitcher want to challenge the call, they kind of tap their head to challenge.
Tap the head instead of speaking up, it seems very on brand for baseball.
100%,
It's
right?
like, could we use words for this? Absolutely.
Are we going to? No.
Nope, we don't want any of
We're
that.
We're going to tap our heads. So in this ABS, the strike zone for baseball has changed over the years.
Oh?
Kind of minorly, like in the 50s, it was from your kneecap to the top of your shoulder. In the 70s and 80s, it moved from like over
my kneecap to my shoulder, or your kneecap to your shoulder?
Every player's is different.
Interesting.
So
as a compact human, I would be harder to pitch to?
You would have a smaller strike zone, yes. Then it moved to like the top of the kneecap.
Things I'm learning just now.
To like the bottom of your armpit. So the strike zone has changed a bit over the last 70 years. Now, this ABS system has it down to like the millimeter for each player. So there were, I believe the number was about 400 players eligible to be batting on day one of this season.
Okay.
Now, and I will say they've, since I think 2000, have been using the ABS system in the minor leagues.
Okay.
It was called something else. It was like Stargate or something. But, yeah, so they've been testing out this system for a few years.
Minutes.
Yeah, they didn't just go straight to the MLB.
All right.
But this off season...
So do you go with raised, like, do you wear knee pads that make your knees appear higher?
Oh, that would be incredible.
Is it shoulders? Do you somehow, like, how do you fool the camera?
Well, you can't. So
here's the thing with data-driven systems.
But it's a percentage, and I don't have the numbers right in front of me. So it's like, let's say it's because Aaron Judge, very tall player, 6'7", in the MLB,
tall.
and the shortest player would be, I think I read 5'7". So big, a foot difference between the two of them.
Sure.
And between the two of them, Aaron Judge would have the larger strike zone. So he has like an entire baseball and a bit, I think, more strike zone than
Interesting.
Other players. So it's like 41% of your... It's some crazy, like 41% of your upper height and 27% of your whatever. It's very specific numbers. Mm-hmm. But in this, of these 400 players that got measured for opening day, 200 of them, I think over 200 of them,
showed up slumping.
Showed up with a height different than their previous recorded height.
Oh.
So...
So they slept standing up all night to compress their spine.
Well, I think
Because
more
we're all
so,
taller in the morning, right?
We are, yes, that is correct. And gravity
Or they
shrinks our little spines down
just
every day.
closer to the yep.
But no, this is more. Apparently, before this, it was on the honor system.
Oh,
Yes. So if you said you're 6 foot,
they were just like,
yeah,
yeah,
you're 6 foot. If you said you're 6'2", yeah, you're 6'2".
You're telling me a sport that is so data driven,
Yes.
as to be joked about.
Yes.
Like I know that about baseball, even though I know very little else about baseball.
Yeah.
And I could show up and just have told them I was 6 foot, and they're like, "Oh man, from a distance, he sure looks like if we don't put him next to anybody else, definitely could be 6 feet.
So
let's go with 6 feet."
100%. So there were, I think it's like,
But that would make the strike zone bigger, which would be against. Wouldn't that be bad?
but yes, but it doesn't actually make their strike zone bigger. Because it's still from the bottom of their shoulders to the top of their kneecap, so it doesn't matter if they say there's 18.
All your heights in your neck.
Yeah, exactly. You can have all your height in your neck and shins. So we have about half the players are reported that they are taller than they actually are. So we have, and some players, I think the most they saw were 3 inches, which is quite significant. So there was like 7 players that were 3 inches off. I think it was like 25 players that were 2 inches off, and then like 180 players that lied about 1 inch. But there was a whole lot of MLB players that officially went from 6 foot to 5'11", or 6 foot to 5'10", which I think is very funny.
Yeah,
I've always had the joke of, 5'10" and 5'11" guys being like, "No, I'm 6 foot," and then I stand beside them. I'm like, "You're not that though."
Yeah.
There was a player listed at 6'2" who got knocked down to 5'11". There's a big difference between 6'2" and 5'11".
Yeah.
And I just think out of all the sports scandals,
on my tippity toes,
this is the most manly one.
Yeah.
Just guys lying about their height for absolutely no reason. So yeah, that's my the sports news I wanted to bring this week was a whole bunch of MLB players have been lying about their height for years, and it wasn't until this ABS system came in that
amazing.
Yeah, isn't that great? Just all these now the MLB is full of short kings.
That's how they should advertise from now on.
It really is, yeah. Short kings.
Amazing.
Hey, we got some more tunes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to play 2 more tunes by...
From the same?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, Engine de Poitrine?
Yeah, there we go.
Is it? I've only got the one clip fed to me. Maybe you said it to me, maybe someone else said it to me. The music seems interesting.
It's microtonal.
What does that mean?
So you know that
there's big tones and small tones?
There are big tones and small tones.
So small we can't see them except with a microscope?
That's right. So we have the small tones and the big tones. Mm-hmm. And if we count all the
mighty,
small
mighty boss tones.
Them as well. If we count all the tones, we got 12 of them.
Yes.
Now, that's just in Western music.
Oh.
So like classical Western music.
Gotcha.
Stuff on the radio. In reality, because I won't get too far into
because everything's made up and the points don't matter?
Because everything's made up and the points don't matter. But in physics, we can make a lot of these pitches by essentially dividing, let's take a string, like dividing a string. So if you divide a string in half, you get an octave.
Oh.
You divide it in half again, you get 2 octaves.
Okay.
If you divide it just a little bit, let's not say by half again, but if you divide that by like a third, you get a fifth. Divided by a third again, you get the major third. So a lot of these our notes are based off of the physical properties, let's say. Not every musical system in the world does that.
Yes.
So they're especially looking in India where they have taba and ragas. there are a lot of notes in between the tones that we in the West have decided are the 12 tones.
Gotcha.
So these microtonal bands are making use of all of these other tones that just aren't usually in Western music.
Gotcha. I'm going to blame it on Beethoven.
Blame it on Beethoven.
All right. Play the music.
Music!
Hit it.
It's time for news. I got some news.
Things. What do you got for news?
Tantramar finalizing tender for Civic Center elevator.
Oh, there you go.
So this is from Michael Robar from CHMA, if you want to check it out. The municipality of Tantramar is working with Catalyst Consulting Engineers to finalize a tender for a fully accessible elevator in the Tantramar Memorial Civic Center. This is great. We've been talking about this for a while. We are up for Craft Hockeyville this year.
It's true.
And I believe that money is going to be used for an elevator.
Okay.
So, Jamie Ferguson, Tantramar's manager of active living and culture, presented a timeline for staff's efforts to procure the elevator during a presentation to council, updating them on the progress of accessibility updates recommended in an audit by Ability New Brunswick. So, in February of this year, Matt Pride, the director of active living and culture, told the council during committee of the whole meeting that an engineering firm had provided an estimate of $750,000, which I don't know anything about elevators. That seems fine to me. $750,000
For an elevator?
Yeah.
Probably.
Right? Exactly. At a preceding council meeting on February 10th, resident Megan Hicks presented to council she had contacted a contractor of her own who estimated the project could be done for between $50,000.
Yes.
That's a lot less than
$750,000.
Yeah. And $300,000, which is still a lot less.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting that the three quotes out there are $750,000, $300,000, and $50,000. I feel like the $50,000 one is just like a platform with a rope and you just pull yourself up.
Have you ever seen those elevators that were outlawed, but they existed in, I don't know if they ever existed in North America, but I know there's a couple still operating in Europe where it's
the
like
death trap ones?
Well, there's no door at all.
Yeah.
And it never stops. You just have to step in your own personal cube and up you go.
No, thank you.
Oh, come on.
No, I would crush my leg or something in it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Imagine doing that with a toddler.
Oh my goodness, no! What a freaking nightmare. The council then voted unanimously to put the project to tender,
As they should.
And the next day, staff contacted Henkel Elevator Services in PEI to discuss Hicks' quote. Then the article goes on for a bunch of different upgrades for accessibility in the arena, if you want to go check that out on CHMA. So for the construction of the elevator and some other of these projects, they have reached out to a few companies already, including, is it Beal and Inch here in town?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they reached out to them. I would love to see, a company from the community get the job. I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
Well, that might surprise you.
Yeah, that's fair. But that's my news. So.
I really thought you were going to break the local news rule and discuss the Artemis space launch.
No.
Knowing you're a space
I do love space
aficionado.
Yeah.
And
we do have a Canadian on board.
That's true.
Did you hear that they lost use of
their facilities?
Microsoft Outlook a few times.
Oh, I didn't hear about that, but I know there was a momentary issue with the washroom,
the lavatory,
facilities.
yes,
yeah, lavatory. There we go. And then it was resolved.
That's good.
Which, bad enough they're up there in something. I heard it described yesterday or the day before as being like inside a minivan, right? That's the amount of space you're going to get.
Yeah.
You're in there with 4 people for a week or so.
Yeah.
Then maybe not having a washroom
might be a problem.
It really could be.
A big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they're on the ISS, which is limited room itself. Like the Artemis has much less room than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, excited to see them come back and all the experiments and the results of the experiments that they did up there.
Yeah.
Excited for Artemis 3 and 4.
Yeah, I watched the launch and I was like, I was worried because you become pretty like nothing gets you excited sometimes. And, I was like, oh, maybe I won't view this with the appropriate amount. And I was invested. I was like,
man.
This is wild.
We're sending people back to the moon. That's cool.
It is the coolest thing that's happened in a long time.
There's a lot of bad things happening, and
So
this is not
much
one of
bad.
them.
And anyway, the little nerd fact I liked because I like going fast and stuff is when they pointed out it is the most powerful man moving object ever made.
That's awesome.
This is the most powerful thing a human has ever strapped themselves to.
I love that.
Period.
Love it.
Like that's just wild.
Man, it's crazy that we're shipping people off to the moon again.
Yeah, it's great. Makes
It
me
is
feel
great.
happy.
What's your news, dude?
My news was actually a pop quiz for you.
Okay, I got
Because we
this.
discussed this last year.
Oh, goodness.
And if I just turn to you and say, oh, the road closed last week. Or the roads closed last week.
Between, Dorchester and Walker Road there.
No.
No?
That road is closed for
Yeah.
the season. But the roads being closed is parlance for the weight restrictions.
Yes, right. Spring weight
So
restrictions.
you guys will
That's
see
right.
the signs are up, and you don't need to worry about that if you're in a minivan. But if you're driving truck, or if you're a company like you mentioned there, Beal and Inch, it can be quite and it's not always a fixed timeline. It's not always 3 weeks. So depending on the weather we have this spring, it could be longer. So it's just one of those things that you probably wouldn't realize unless you actually notice and read road signs.
Yeah.
And you'll see them getting on and off the highway. But if you're like, whoa, what's that 80% mean? It means that, regularly if you could drive a truck that weighs 100,000 pounds.
80,000 pounds.
Now it's 80,000 pounds. And you wouldn't think that's a real big difference, but it means a lot of things that are hard to move.
Harder to move.
Or, for efficiency's sake, let's be honest. We know what the price of fuel is nowadays.
Oh, my goodness.
So all of a sudden your full truck full of lumber is now
20% less lumber in it.
Yeah, and that all trickles down, right?
Yeah.
So roads are closed. It'll be good in a few weeks when they're not closed.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to actually? No, I almost cut to songs, but it's not songs yet. It's Gold Stars.
Gold stars.
Yeah, I'm just going to be real cheap and easy and give my gold star to CHMA because we never have.
We really never have?
Yeah, exactly. So CHMA, you're getting a gold star.
All right. I got to look mine up really quick because I had saved it here.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, neither of us are what you would call firearms enthusiasts.
No, not really.
But I've got no moral qualms with law-abiding gun owners.
Not at all.
So I just maybe give mine this week to Craig Smith, local fella.
Yeah.
But he's working with the Sackville Rod and Gun Club.
Nice.
And been teaching firearm safety for 35 years.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And whether, you agree with certain guns being legal, not guns being other legal, but I think everyone can get behind if you're going to own a firearm.
Do
you
it
should
safely.
probably know your best practices around it.
Yes.
And like that to me is the level of engagement in a hobby or a lifestyle that is like, not only do I enjoy this personally, but I'm going to use my passion for it to help make sure other people can do this safely, which I think is probably the top of any hobby.
I agree.
Especially any one that could potentially harm people.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Craig Smith.
Thanks, Craig.
He got a little shout out from the Sackville Rod and Gun Club, and I saw it and I was like, yeah, good for you. Getting a gold star.
That's great. We got some promos right after this, 7 p.m. right here at CHMA.
Yeah.
We got live on KEXP, bringing you the very best of KEXP's world now, live in studio and remote performances. Each week, they're bringing you a new live session from an emerging artist, such as...
Origine de Poitrine.
Yeah, exactly. Two well-established acts spanning styles, genres, and cultures. They've had everyone: Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, Florence the Machine, The Lumineers, Monster Men, All J, Arctic Monkeys, London Grammar, King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, Portugal the Man, and so many more. Full video of all live on KEXP performances are available at youtube.com/KEXP, including performances by Nova Scotian band Sloan, as well as performances by Canadian band Elephant Gym. You can check them out at KEXP.org. If you don't touch that dial, Sundays right at 8 p.m., we got Will Gallant with What's in My Sackville. Join Will and his friends to take a deep dive into his collection of vinyls from new to old, from the known to the unknown. Come and discover some new tunes with What's in My Sackville. And right after that, 9 p.m. right here on CHMA, we have The Night Shift with Luca Capone.
You never know what you're going to get with Luca
You
Capone.
never know what you're going to get with Luca Capone. Fervently supporting diverse, adventurous artists and musical genres from psychedelic jazz to experimental hip-hop, from Tropicalia to music concrete, with a heavy focus on Canadian independent artists that can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. on CHMA. What do you got?
I got Saturday Night at Live.
Ooh.
With Saturday Night Vibe.
Ooh.
9 o'clock, you tune in, get Diego. Not just described as catchy music, but amazingly catchy music.
Ooh, I like it.
Which I think is what you want to be able to try, like later on Saturday evening when you're trying to go to bed and you just kind of like got the earworm in there. Beats the alternatives.
We got a couple more tunes, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah, and they're going to be by...
Oh, shit, they put it in.
That's right.
You've been all about the single artist show lately.
I like it. I like a theme.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked that we were all disjointed before, and
We can do that.
Didn't collude on what each other was playing.
When we
So
have
you
time,
could end up with all kinds of strangeness. But
when we have time, we'll do that again. Sometimes we don't have time for that. We just go, hey, this album's great.
okay,
Like, here's some music.
hit it.
Thank you for listening
Thank you to CHMA for hosting us.
and for broadcasting us. You can check them out at chmafm.com and chmafm on all the socials. If you miss an episode, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. Send us a letter via mail.
Via?
Yeah,
Via or
Yeah.
on fire in the mail?
both.
Cool. Send us a postcard.
Send us a postcard from wherever you are. Portland,
Looking at you,
Oregon.
Portland.
All right, good night, folks.
Bye-bye.